After a day full of clients, I felt so alive in my heart to come in and talk directly to you and that part in you that longs so desperately to be love and to love, to unite. And it seems as humans, the deeper we long that, somehow the pain is inevitable when we come to see how conditioned we are and we remove ourselves from the very thing we crave the most. And that's our longing to feel whole and our longing to feel united and to move in life from that inner compass. And that longing we can feel as a warm kind of flame in our hearts, and sometimes it can become really, really hot, and it feels like we're burning from the inside. And people go through different stages with that, but it's the very longing that can make us also grasp and want to control, to conquer and to divide, to exclude. And I see that so often, first in me, the tendency and the pattern is so conditioned and programmed in us. But it's not who we are. And I see it from the people I work with, in their thirst to find this inner belonging. We separate, and that can feel ever so subtle. And the separation comes in the form of exclusion, comes in the form of all sorts of comparison. We bring a ladder, an invisible kind of ladder, and we either place ourselves higher or lower, and we oscillate between the two. And that very oscillation kind of births that inner fire, that inner friction that transforms as longing for belonging. And it's achingly beautiful because it's the very thing, it's the engine that ignites our heart to return to that place which exists within us, that is free of all division. And it's a forever embodying journey. And I see it in circles of activism. I see it in the spiritual communities, maybe in places that want to elevate the transcendental aspects, but might miss to embody the full messy humanness of us. And how quickly we can live out of our deep heart what we haven't made homage, in our own deep hearts. And that may be the deepest shadow parts of us. How, until we bring peace and love to the tendency we hold to bring war, until we bring peace to those parts of us that are so addicted to create war and to separate and to see it for what it is, but not fall in the trap of believing it's who we are. For me, that is the journey back. And then, and only then, we can really feel our hearts expand so vast. So I'm interested in this depth of our hearts and our capacity to love the unlovable, to make space for the parts in our humanity and in ourselves that we have exiled. How can we love? How can we become this rippling love that is the truth of who we are? In our neighborhoods, our relationships, in the world, and grow galactic arms. As I mentioned to one of my clients today, We grew galactic arms that stretched far beyond, and we can stretch that presence and that heart muscle even more expansively. So my invitation to you today is how deeply can you expand and really embody the soil of your expansive heart. It stretches beyond the limits of your own flesh. That's the place I dream of us moving from.